Start with you, Brian, if you could. Can you go through a little bit of a landscape, if you will, of what the cybersecurity requirements look like for different industries? You know, which ones should be on my radar screen, depending on which industry, and when is cybersecurity compliance likely to have an impact on me?
Sure, absolutely. So most people have heard of cybersecurity compliance when it comes to PCI, because any credit card, company. So if you accept credit cards, if you're doing any kind of business with your taking credit cards, that's your first entry into PCI. HIPAA, which is healthcare information, and that information is protected by healthcare companies, hospitals, and such. That requires the provider in order to be secure your information. Mark, if you want to flip back to there, you go.
Oh, sorry.
Most companies that are dealing with the private or public entry anyways look at SOC 2, which is the financials, making sure that you've got a robust security around your financial information. And then we have NIST 800.171 or -171. That's a specific part of the actual NIST. NIST framework is, as you look at the very left-hand side, that is the basis. Basically, that's the basic cybersecurity framework for the entire world. It was based on U.S. technologies, and NIST put it into play in order to give any company a background on how to provide just good basic security and do it in a framework that makes sense. And then to the far end on the right scale, then you've got the Fedramp, which is the most comprehensive of any of the government certifications. And those are for any company that's actually trying to do work with the US government. And then just to the left of there is something that's fairly new, but it's taken on a whole new world of its own, and that's called CMMC. And that's the Capability Maturity Matrix. And basically what that is if you're doing business currently today with the US government, DoD in specific, is they've got suppliers. And those suppliers, just like some of the most famous hacks that have occurred recently, came through their vendors. So what CMMC is doing is it's pushing down the requirements of security down to the supplier chain network. And it's requiring companies to make sure that their suppliers are certified in some of the most basic areas of security. So it's coming down that within the next 1 to 2 years, they're going to start sending out notes or letters, and a lot of people have already received them, saying here's some information we need to know from you. Are you DFARS compliant? Are you FAR compliant? Do you have basic security in place from NIST 800-171? And if you don't, by the way, you're going to no longer be able to get new contracts from us. So we're already seeing those letters come out, but it's going to hit the entire supply chain of DoD within the next 1 to 2 years. So we're getting a great deal of people that are asking us about, what do I do? How do I become compliant? But those are just the big ones. There are a lot of others out there that are, compliance and regulations that some companies are being held to be accountable for.